Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. Peace, love, and positivity to you. My name is Sohum, and today I'll be giving a first-time reaction to German rock band The Scorpions. We'll be checking out the song Always Somewhere. Now, it's been a bit of time since we visited any, German music on the channel, but I think we've primarily been listening to, German rock and power metal, because everything I can recall us listening to includes The Blind Guardian, Rammstein, Halloween, Icebreaker. There's a few other artists in there whose name I'm now neglecting. It's going to be good today to add another name to that list. And also for me, as a side note, I have always loved discovering music from all over the world, whether it's in English or not. I believe today the song we'll be listening to is in English technically, but it's to hear the influence from other cultures being brought into the music that is a draw for me. And I kind of have said this before, but when music is in other languages and you can't understand the lexicon, you can't understand the words, but you can understand the emotions, that to me proves the universality of music. And I don't know, maybe it's like the inner part of me that wants to become like a polyglot, but I love listening to other languages too. But that's more of a side note. Today we're going to be checking out Always Somewhere. I'm excited to jump into it. But before we do, a huge thanks to Isa the Magnetic for sending this request my way and bringing a new artist to the channel. But now, let's jump into it. Well, that guitar is very cleanly panned to my left. Now in the center. Center and left. Oh, all right. Boom, boom, boom. Why does this feel so familiar? Or maybe it's just like you immediately get the melody. Oh my god, that guitar tone. I wonder what stack they have on that. I've been trying to find a good effect chain myself. This is a good one. Dude, I am immediately reminded of the likes of Rainbow, of Deep Purple, of Judas Priest, of Whitesnake. This is nice. This feels like a very kind of classic rock kind of song. The place feels good. Boom, boom, boom. I don't know, the melody's telegraphed, but it works so well. Boom, boom, boom. Chinese food, like chop suey? Hint, hint. To the hotel again. I love how flowy this is. It's a great chord progression, and the outline chord playing lets this guitar fly.
Seems like a lost dream.
Oh, and the harmony.
Love, I can tell you how I feel.
Momentary harmony, but it was there.
Always somewhere. Miss you where I've been.
That melody.
Miss you where I've been. I'll be back to love you again.
Wow, I really love the melody in this song. It is so fresh somehow. Boom, boom, boom. This would be a fun little solo to learn. It's slow moving, right? Not too technical, but it carries so much emotion.
Another morning, another place.
Boom, boom, boom.
The only day off is far away, but every city
Oh,
see me in the end.
like, listen to the delivery of that line. There's been a few lines like that throughout, but it's almost like his voice is a little bit strained and then starts to break apart.
The only day off is far away.
I really like when the voice does that, especially in like rock songs.
But every city
Ugh.
see me.
And then the slow dissipation of that word, like it feels like there's like razor blades in his throat, and then it just kind of evaporates.
But every city
Then it's
see
gone.
me in the end,
Boom, boom, boom.
and brings me to you again.
Nice.
Always somewhere, miss you where I've been. I'll be back to love you again.
That interval, da da da.
Always somewhere, miss you where I've been. I'll be back to love you again. Ooh.
Oh. Oh. Come on, let that breathe, baby. That is good. And then the fade out there. That is nice. I really like how catchy that song is, like immediately. Like within 30 seconds, I feel like I get the chord progression, I get the melody, I get the melody in like the bass line, I get the melody in the guitar work. And we have moments where we're sort of like soloing over the top, which of course you can't predict, but because it's all within the same scale, my brain is able to like pretty easily like glob onto the notes that are there. And I think that just comes from my own experience in practicing and playing guitar a lot, because a big way that I will like practice, for example, is I will play a song on my Spotify that I really like to listen to and feel like, oh, I would love to play a guitar solo to this whole song. And then that's what I'll do. I'll treat the song as its own backing track and solo around to it. And the thing is, you need a few skills to be able to do that. You need to train your ears to be able to identify what scale you're playing. And for me, I don't have perfect pitch, but I do have relative pitch. So once I know what like the root note of my scale is, I'm able to populate all of the other notes pretty easily. And that means when you actually go to listen to a song, if you're able to identify what the root note is, regardless of actually playing yourself, you'll know what the notes are and what sort of fit into the realm of the music theory. And it just makes everything, I think, easier to digest on a first pass. Because like I listen to a lot of music on the channel, some of which is extremely complicated stuff that don't just adhere to one scale. So I like the simplicity in this song because then your focus can be on just how pretty the melody is on the vocal performance itself, which was really, really nice here. And in particular, I love that little run on again. Da 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 da. I think I like sung along to it 2 times. That is such a seemingly simple melody, and it's 3 notes, but I'm like having trouble figuring out if I've ever heard that before, that specific sequence. Doesn't it feel pretty unique? Maybe if you have another example that I'm unaware of, you can let me know in the comments. But I'm thinking of like all of the hard rock, classic rock I've ever listened to. Have I heard like a vocal like little clip of a melody like that? Somehow that really stuck out in my mind. And also the really like intermittent use of harmony. I thought it was going to be more of a persistent thing throughout, but it felt like the harmony was only being used on like a few lines here and there, which I found interesting. And the guitar work was fun too. I feel like this is a great song for like a good beginner slash intermediate guitarist to get their kind of feet wet, learn how to solo and take the lead role. Because when the vocals aren't the main thing your mind focuses on in the mix, then it's the lead guitar, at least in this song. But I really liked it. And I was trying to figure out like lyrically what was going on here. It feels like the song is about a person who is on tour, they're a musician, they're constantly moving from city to city to city and not finding home. They have to go back to the hotel, and that can be an extremely draining experience, but also a rather lonely one too. But they can return to you again. They can revisit the same city or venue, and you'll know that they miss you, but you know, the connection sometimes that you would like to feel and let breathe doesn't exactly get to happen when you have to be in one city Monday morning and another city Tuesday. You know what I mean? Yeah, this is beautiful. I'd be down to do some more Scorpion reactions on the channel, so if you'd like to send a reaction request my way, you can do so by sending me a song using the first link in the description box below. But as always, my friends, I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Take care and peace.